Hey guys, it's me, Christopher Mendoza. Man, it's been a minute since I've done this, bro. Like, man, I've been just like, I don't even want to say. Of course, I've been busy, you know what I mean. But like, I don't even want to say that as an excuse. You get what I mean? If I'm being honest, guys, I was kind of on the wrong path, you know. I was still, of course, I've still been training, you know what I mean, boxing, uh got into a gym. The last time I made a video in this type of format, I wasn't even in a boxing gym, you know, an actual boxing gym, but now I am in a boxing gym, you know. And with that being said, it's like, if I'm being honest, I was very undisciplined, you know. I was very, focused on just the wrong things, you know. And this is what made me just fall out with YouTube and just fall out with a lot of it made me not want to do the good habits, you know. So I was just focused on things like women, like women that weren't good for me in particular, you know what I mean. um and just very pointless things, you know. But today, I had a thought today where it's like, you know, you just gotta get back on the horse, you know what I mean? You gotta accept the reality that while things might seem like they won't get better, you have to accept that they can get better. You have to accept that as a reality, as opposed to just pushing that away and think that things will never get better. Listen, as humans, we tend to believe whatever we say goes. Like, we create our own reality, you know what I mean? Life is literally what you make it. So if you say that I'm a loser, I'm not gonna make it in life, I'm not gonna amount to anything, like no one's gonna respect me, then that's literally what you're gonna become. But if you say the exact opposite and you believe with all of your soul that you can become whatever it is that you want to become, and I could be the one to get my family out of this hellhole, you know, once you start thinking like that, that's when a lot of doors will begin to open up for you. So just kind of that's kind of the thought I had today. And pretty much just to give a quick timeline. Okay, so I made the Conor McGregor video, and I just graduated from high school. So that's when I just started getting too much into social media, started messing around with, you know what I mean, just the wrong type of people, wrong type of girls, you know. And I'll be honest, I was just being a degenerate, you know, literally just being a degenerate. And while I was still training, I could feel in the back of my head that I was not 100% focused, you know. And I was just I had a poor diet and everything, and I just wasn't pushing myself as hard, you know. Now fast forward to last month, I had an experience with this one girl I was in a relationship with. And not to share too much, but basically what happened was I was being very degenerate with her, and we both knew it, of course, you know. And I remember the following day, I was just so in my soul, I knew it was just this wasn't right, and I literally vomited. I literally regurgitated, and it was actually, it's funny because that day I was supposed to train with my coach, you know, and I had to text my coach, I don't feel well, you know. And I don't say I don't feel well physically, just physically. I also mean spiritually as well. I was just so far away from my morals, you know what I mean? I had to literally just better myself, you know. And it's funny because since I have started this YouTube channel, since I have shared a bit more about my personal life, you know, the past 3 years, because before, as some of you guys may know, I was making music and stuff. And it's interesting because I thought I had successfully I had successfully improved myself, you know, with self-improvement. But I was foolish to believe that that was the end line. And that's when my life started to kind of crumble apart. You have to always remember that this can be your greatest enemy, and that's kind of what happened to me. So to get back to the story, it's I was just very lost at that point. And I kind of ended my relationship with this girl. And that's when I literally said to myself, like, is this really if my parents were watching me, it's is that all I'm worth? It's like, is this who I really am? Am I really their son? Is their son really that way? Like just messing up, just being a degenerate and stuff. And when I had that thought where it's like, I'm literally bringing shame to my father's name. Like, and I know this sounds dramatic, it sounds whatever, it might sound cringe to some people, but it's like, is this really like what my life has built up to? Like, just being a idiot, you know what I mean? And when I could finally say to myself, no, you can be so much better than this. And honestly, guys, like, this has been like this month has been like probably the best, like probably one of the best months of my life. And I thank God, man. And religiously, like, I've been on a journey, because like many of you guys like may or may not know this, but like 3 or 4 years ago I was pretty much an atheist. I was pretty agnostic with my beliefs. I believed God wasn't real. I thought basically that I was pretty nihilistic, admittedly I was super nihilistic, and I just look back to those younger years like with embarrassment, to be frank. And being an atheist, thinking that way, like I was super depressed and everything, like I didn't even maintain myself that well, you know what I mean? I was very a fat kid, you know what I mean? I remember at that point I was a literal simp for this one girl. Um, didn't keep good hygiene. And it's like, I was literally one of those, like, I don't care type of people, but it's like for all the wrong reasons. Because when you're one of those people, you're literally a loser. Like, let's be frank, you're literally a loser, and no one respects you. No one even wants to be around you. You're just so toxic. You're so negative and everything. That changed when I got closer to being, a Catholic, because my family, like, we are Catholic, and was reading, I was reading like more into the Bible, learning more about Jesus. Um, and it did bring me peace, you know what I mean? Getting closer, like closer to God, and acknowledging that God is real, But that kind of changed, if I'm being honest. And if I'm being honest, like, this is the first time I'm actually gonna say this in video. Like, I have been looking into Islam, and I think Islam is a very beautiful religion. And that started when I had questions, I remember like asking my father, like, asking him about like the Trinity and everything. And the Trinity, like, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. It's like we say there's only one God, but we say like it's three different people. And like my father's from saying, oh no, it's a mystery, it's a mystery. And I wasn't really satisfied with that answer, but I think God is a fearsome force, but also I think God is the best of planners. I think nothing happens without reason. I used to think that everything was meaningless, all the suffering in the world, it's just like random acts of whatever. But I truly believe everything happens for a reason. Every bad thing that's ever happened to my life has happened for a reason. I have suffered so much, I have been through so much, and I think it all comes from God. I think God had all of these things happen in my life because he wanted me to be stronger. He wanted me to get closer to him. And so that's why, like, I've been so interested in Islam. It's such a peaceful, beautiful religion, and don't believe any of that garbage that the media says about the people who practice Islam and everything. Don't believe any of that garbage, guys. Like, it talks so much about, like, respecting your parents. It talks so much about peace. It talks so much about love. Like, it's truly a miraculous religion, if I'm being honest. I did buy the Quran. I've been reading the Quran and everything, like learning how to pray, the way the Muslims do. And I'm honestly just like, I feel such peace, and even when I train and everything, I'm just at peace. And even if I do like if I might struggle with discipline, or if I might let fear get to me, like training wise or anything like that, I know God is with me at the end of the day. I've made so many mistakes, guys, like that I'm just so ashamed of. I'm not perfect. Um, just so many mistakes with so many friends, so many girls that were in my life. And I can just say that all the sinning that I was doing, like, it made me feel empty. It literally made me feel empty. But one thing I can say is if you're struggling in life, you have to keep in mind that this is happening for a reason. I have to keep a positive mindset. I have to have a strong mindset, a winner's mindset. It's like, this is happening to me right now. I'm going to take it. I'm going to come out of the other side as a better and stronger person because I survived this. So that's why I say to you guys, yes, I'm back on YouTube. I'm going to go hard for you guys. You know what I mean? God put it in my heart. I can say this with confidence. God put it in my heart to make this video. I truly believe that I can do whatever I set my mind to. And this month, I set my mind to just improving, getting better. Stop watching porn. Stop texting girls for degenerate reasons. Stop messing up so much. Stop disappointing your parents. Stop doing these things. I said all of this to myself, and I went out there and did it. Like today, I can say like I'm on like 4 weeks of no fap, going to the gym, meeting so many good people, and I really believe that I'm put on this earth for a reason. And I think that reason is to bring positivity, bring strength. I want to lead, I want to be a leader of men, And I truly believe as men, it's our duty to be the backbone of our tribe. You get what I mean? And that's what I intend to do. How can I be a leader if I'm out here doing these degenerate things, like lacking discipline and stuff? And of course, it's hard, It's very hard, I understand, it's so easy to give into temptation. But once you overcome the temptation, you realize the strength that you have. You realize that that strength only comes from one God. And that's why I can say to you guys, like, I'm at peace truly, and I thank God for all of it. I hope if you are a Muslim and you're watching this, I would appreciate it if you reach out to me personally and just give me advice, just talk to me, educate me on the religion, because I want to learn so much, I'm really like a student at the end of the day. I'm a student in life, and I want to learn. I want to learn as much as I can about Islam. I want to learn more about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. I want to learn more about the Quran. I want to learn more about just the religion in general. And I'm going to be focused 100% on myself, on my destiny, on my purpose, because I know I can do whatever I set my mind to. And if I want to become champion, I know I can do it because God is with me. I'm going to wrap this video up by saying thank you, all of you who have supported me, who have really just like been there for me. And I'm honestly like, if I didn't get closer to God, I would not be here today. So thank you. All I can say is thank you. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to give back to you guys by sharing my story and hopefully inspiring somebody out there to improve their life. So thank you guys.